Greetings YouTube and welcome back to my channel. There is a saying in life that if you're served lemons, you have to make lemonade. Well, yesterday I was served an Airbnb sized lemon. And this is what it made. Let's have it. So purely by chance, completely by chance, I've ended up in this amazing little rural French town, which I'm about to flash the name of up on the screen for you. It's about here. And it is absolutely spectacular. I came out after putting my tent together last night. Now there's something, putting my tent together. I came out for a pizza and wandered through the streets of this little village by myself in the dark, and it was lit up, looking beautiful, and to be honest, in the sunshine it looks beautiful as well. It is what in my mind would be a quintessentially French village. Just love these old buildings, and look at this. Now if you're going to park your car somewhere, you want to park it here. So there's a cafe behind me that's open. I'll be coming back for some breakfast shortly once I've thrown away my tent. Thrown away his tent, I hear you say, rather than pack it away. Well, I am going to pack it away actually and take it home, but I'm going to throw it away because the gift of a day going wrong kept on giving yesterday. And whilst putting my tent up, two of the tent poles snapped and then ripped through the canvas of the tent. So I have a half erected tent that I slept in last night with holes. Luckily it didn't rain. Luckily the tent didn't fall down. But it was quite a day yesterday. Four hours or so to sort out my accommodation. And then a 45-minute ride back in the wrong direction, away from home, to find somewhere to camp. But it just turned out perfectly because I had a great evening, and this morning is going to be really, really nice too. I just want to show you this house over here, which has the most gorgeous wisteria. I keep going on about wisteria this trip, but it just looks absolutely wonderful. Look at that, how beautiful is that? It's turned into a gardening channel. Beautiful. Well, it looks like it's going to be a nice day, so that's my second day of riding through France without getting soaked. It's incredible, it's incredible. And I'm going to head back now, get myself sorted, then get myself some breakfast. It's the locals. Hello, nice to see you. I think this was my early morning alarm call, just here. Brilliant. Anyway, here's the tent. Ripped through there. That's broken. This is all over the place. Anyway, it's time for a new tent. If any tent manufacturers out there, Lone Rider in particular, want to give me a tent that I can trial on the road, get in touch, message me. Failing that, I'm going to have to buy another cheap tent from Go Outdoors or something. Anyway, it looks like the chickens are going to help me to pack away. It was you, wasn't it? It was you. You were the noisy ones. Yes, you were. Hello. Hello, my new YouTube friends. I'm already up. You don't have to keep doing it. About 5 o'clock this morning that started. Do you know what? If the worst thing that happens to you when you're on a motorcycle tour, or indeed in life at all, is your tent breaks on you and you can't get your... Do you mind? I'm trying to do a video. And you don't get your accommodation sorted like you hoped. You're not doing too bad, are you, really? And this is such a gem to have ended up here. I love it. Seriously, 5 AM, they were at it. Probably right next to my tent. Not apologetic at all. I don't even understand what they're saying because they're doing it in French. Folks, that took a while to get packed away, but I'm packed away. And now I'm going to just take myself out of the campsite and to that cafe to have some sort of a breakfast, which I am looking forward to very much. I've got the code to get out. Yep. Try not to run over the early morning alarm call as I leave. Oh, it's a race. Bye bye. That's the most use the Nav 6 has been so far today. I have spent 10 minutes trying to put the address of my Airbnb for tonight in. It would not have it at all, just didn't want to know. However, Google Maps and Apple Maps instantly. So I don't know whether it's me, it's probably user error a lot of the time. Quite often that's the case with me. Alright, let's see about breakfast. Here's the cafe. I'm very hungry, so it's going to be perfect. I really, really like this little village. I really do. Well, cheers. Here's to the day's riding ahead. Apparently, croissant au pain au chocolat from the bakery. I don't know where the bakery is, but as I ride out, I will have a look and try and find it. I'm not going to walk off now and let my coffee go cold. So this can be my first breakfast. So my plan today is to get to Saint-Quentin, which would take, I don't know, about 2 hours from here. if I was to use the motorways or the tolls, but that's not the plan at all. The plan is to not use the motorways or tolls and to just use the D roads and to ride through more fantastic villages like this. It is beautiful, I love it. So that makes it take, I don't know, almost 4 hours. But given that it is currently 20 to 9 in the morning and I can't check in till 4, I think. That's plenty of time for a leisurely ride in the sunshine. I'm in France and it's sunny, amazing. Anybody who's seen my earlier videos will know the standing joke about me and French rain. So this is a really, really, really pleasant change. It was an interesting night in a tent that was falling down with a hole in it because it was broken, and then I was awoken early by the hens, cockerels. It's a great day. I love it. I just love it. And the coffee's good. The road is arrow straight. You'd think the Romans made it. So far I haven't found breakfast. It's okay. It's 9:15. I'm not too hungry. I'm in no rush. No matter how many quaint rural villages I've ridden through, I've not found a single open bakery or anything at all. So desperation has kicked in. I'm quite hungry. So I'm here at I've just come across this garage and supermarket and I don't know, cafe kind of thing. So that's gonna do the job. Oh yes, perfect. I will be sad to finish this trip because it has been amazing. I've so enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the slightly more relaxed approach than when I was in Morocco, finishing a bit earlier each day, spending a bit more time seeing the sights. It's been a happy mix, a happy medium, I think. But I'm ready to be home also. I'm ready to go home and see my loved ones and my partner. I'm missing them all very much. That's always the downside to touring, isn't it, I think, if you're touring by yourself. My next big tour is with my son Ben. We're going to the Black Forest, so that will be a different experience. It will be his first tour, and I haven't been to the Black Forest since I was about 10, so really looking forward to that one. There are so many receipts for fuel and stuff in my wallet now that it doesn't really shut. That's nothing to do with the money in there because there isn't any. It's just the paper, the receipts. I will work out some sort of costing for this and do a video for you comparing it to tour in Morocco. I think a few people have asked for it, so why not? The bike is fueled up, so am I, and it looks like I'm about to go onto an N road shortly, but I don't think if it's for too long. I mean, that's just the equivalent of a dual carriageway, I think, in the UK, and then I'll be back onto the D roads after a little while. This route is going to take me through Reims again, so who knows, maybe I'll get a spot of lunch in Reims. I did like it there. It was a very, very nice city. So there you are, I was wrong. An N road isn't necessarily a dual carriageway because this is the N44 I'm now on. It's just a slightly more main road than a D road by the looks of it. I would guess an A road rather than a B road if you're comparing it to the UK. I'm so glad not to be on the motorways. There's the cathedral. Well, it wasn't that long ago I parked my bike up next to that and then went and had a coffee in a little cafe that my partner had recommended to me, and in that, the time since then, I've been all the way down through Italy, onto Sicily, went up Mount Etna and worked my way back again. What a crazy trip it's been, but it's been amazing. I don't think I'm going to stop in Reims. I've already done that. I'm going to carry on and find some lunch somewhere on the road, I think. And then I can explore Saint-Quentin later on today. Provided my Airbnb doesn't go wrong today. If it goes okay, I can check in at 4, I think. It should do. They're sending me the codes for the key boxes at 11 o'clock, and it's now 11:30, so I should already have those. And I should just be able to park up, let myself in, get myself sorted out, and then wander into Saint-Quentin, which I've never seen before, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm a bit disappointed I didn't get to see Troyes in the end. Like I say, it's somewhere I've ridden past and driven past many times and seen it on the signposts, a bit like Reims was until last week, but never actually visited. I will just have to come back, simple as that, especially now France likes me and I get blue sky and dry roads instead of torrential rain. There is still tomorrow. I've got to get back to Calais tomorrow. I've probably jinxed it, haven't I? Yeah. So that urban sprawl in front of me is St.Quentin, and I'm staying somewhere near the centre. I'm guessing the big cathedral is probably the centre. And once I found my Airbnb, I'm going to be there an hour early, so I'm going to have to wait around to check in, but that's okay. That's okay, I might get to check in a bit earlier. But once I have settled in, I'm going to go out and explore the old part of town. I'm not interested particularly in the new part, but definitely the old part. Kilometres to the centre and 4.5 kilometres to my accommodation. 86 I want. So it's this side of the road. 86, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to put the bike here. Well, I'm in a bit early, which is a result. It's about 3:30, so I have a whole studio apartment to myself. That's going to pull out and become a bed. Very nice. There's the garden I'm not going to go into. TV I'm not going to watch. Microwave and all that stuff I'm not going to use. Sink and stuff I will use. Fridge I will use to put that beer in from last night. And then I have a shower and toilet, and the best thing is I'm actually in. So what I'm going to do is sort myself out, and then I am going to walk into the centre-ville and have a look around. Excellent. Well, here I am in Saint-Quentin, and this is the old centre where the cathedral is. Looks like it's a bustling place of activity. It's a beautiful, beautiful summer's eve. It's a beautiful, beautiful spring evening here. It's about 25 degrees. Everywhere you go, pizza is available. Could be in London with a pub like that. So although I can see a door open, the cathedral shut just to the public about an hour ago, which is fine. I knew that was going to be the case. I just wanted to come and see it, soak up a bit of the architecture. Wow, beautiful stained glass window. Amazing vaulted ceiling. I can feel the cold air wafting out at me. When it's actually shut, the door's open, I probably could have just wandered in, but I'm not going to. That is some pretty worn stonework, isn't it? I didn't do any filming in the cathedral in Reims at the start of this trip, but the stained glass window in that cathedral was just staggering. I wish I filmed really. There were people there filming with their phones. I decided not to. Perhaps I should have. Looks like there's a lot of building work going on, presumably restoring it to its former glory. Nearly. Life, bustling life in an everyday French city. I very much like the alfresco dining. European countries always seem so much better at it than we do back in the UK. Now I'm liking this. Really not up to date with my Harley Davidsons, but I'm guessing Dynaglide. Somebody will correct me. Now the next time I'm driving or riding past and I see Saint-Quentin on the sign, I won't be wondering what it's like. I know. So folks, having got back from looking around St.Quentin, I thought I'd show you where I've been today, and in fact yesterday, on the map. Now, any little insight into my life when I'm on one of these motorcycle tours is I'm paranoid about losing stuff. So that is me in the corner of this room. I keep everything together. The last thing I like to do is scatter stuff around. Because I just get paranoid. I'm going to lose it. The biggest concession I'll make is creating a workspace for dealing with all the GoPro files. So bear with me while I show you what's going on here. So I started the day yesterday. It's not quite on the map, I don't think, or maybe it is. I was around here between Lake Lucerne and Como, which is just off of the page, Lake Como. And what I did was I worked my way round, and I came along to 4 hours of mucking around and not being able to get into my Airbnb later. I hightailed it back out here and stayed in that wonderful campsite on the lake. It was fab. It took me 45 minutes to get there. It's sort of out of my way, but I could live with it. That was all good. And then today, what I've done is I have ridden on D roads as much as I possibly could, which was most of the way, to be honest. I came along here roughly. I went through Reims, I've then passed through Leon, and I've ended up in Saint-Quentin, which, that popping sound was my knees on this hardwood floor. And then that leaves me tomorrow. I am just going to get on the motorway to Calais, and then I've got 3 hours to get home once I get to Dover. So what I'm going to do tomorrow is take you with me to Calais, and then I will be ending tomorrow's episode, or next week's episode, when I'm on the ferry and we're safely on our way back to the UK. I really hope you enjoyed today's very relaxed ride and episode. If you did, please give it a like. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to sit myself down because it's making my knees hurt. Oh, old age is setting in. That's better. Right, but please give it a like. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so, because it makes the world of difference and it drives everything forward and keeps these adventures rolling. Until tomorrow morning, which is next week. See ya.